Hi guys, welcome back to Imaxit Football. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do consider like, share, and subscribe. So today we're going to be looking into the massive game where in which Haiti will be taking on Mexico. Mexico lost to Jamaica 1-0 and Haiti lost to the United States 3-0. Both teams had positives, believing that they can take into this game. Obviously, Mexico hosting the tournament might be looking at it like, oh, they lost 3 points because they're in the poised position, and maybe Reggae Girlz weren't in the best condition coming into the tournament. So them losing that one, they might seem a little bit aggrieved, but now it's time to go back to the drawing table. But they are coming up against a Asian team that seems like they try to always come out and fight. And if it's not one thing the Jamaicans had on the night, it was actually the dogged fight. So we're going to try our best to detail both teams and give our prediction at the end of the day. All right. So as you can see here, you have the 3-0 there. That was the scoreline. Alex Morgan scored 16th and 23rd, and then Margaret scored in the 84th. Both teams created chances throughout that game, and that's why we are so more upbeat about the Asian team. I thought the Asian team did well enough to prove that they belong here more than anything else. All right, so this is a formation that the Asian actually played, and it was actually a correct on the night. They made some adjustments throughout the game, but definitely this was what they stayed with because they wanted to make sure they be compact around the back, and it actually worked, because being 2-0 down after 23 minutes, to be honest, it's based on the fact that the left wing back and the left centre back weren't communicating with the rest of the pack so easily, and every single time the Americans them slipped through that crack and put a cross in, and Alex Morgan, she was glad to get something like that. But at the end of the day, we still saw good sides to the Asian team. What I'm talking about from midfield go straight up into the forward areas, and that gives them a wide variety of attacking formation to select. I'm just more worried about their defense line and their goalkeeper, to be honest. So coming into this one, both teams did a good amount, I think. For Mexico, I truly believe that Mexico's pressing game was pretty much good on the money. The problem is they are just not built for physicality. So I truly believe every single time they do come up against physicality, they are going to have some problems because they like to play football the true and real way. Not say true and real way, because it seems like the other teams ain't playing football the real way, but they like to play true football, and sometimes they will still kick it long, because kicking it long is to counter press the opponent and try and use their triangle traps more than anything else. And they have played a good game in the Jamaica game. It's just the fact that, as I said, Jamaica has some physicality in Bunny Shaw, and they have a good amount of speed in Jody Brown, and it poses them all sorts of problems. So, well, if that was the case now, that's where I think Mexico will have a lot of problems, because you have Borgela. Obviously, you might remember her for the red card that changed back to a yellow card, which I rightfully said it was a yellow card because she never looked at the opponent. She was trying to go for the ball. Aside from her good speed and good strength and good skill, she is uh, like she's a natural footballer. Aside from all of that, in my opinion, a natural footballer. But I've talked about speed and strength, because we just said Jody Brown, and we talk about Bunny Shaw, which has speed and strength separately. Well, she, I think, would bring a full threat. As you can see here, she normally played inside the midfield this time around. Remember, she's the leading goal scorer coming off from the first part of the championship, to be honest. So she's a very solid player. I think they're going to put her up front a little bit more because they want her to push back the Mexican defense line a lot more. And I think she would do an incredible job because she will get the more balls than the United States. And that in itself spell more trouble, because once she can get it, then you can put up Bathsheba, which with good speed and good finishing ability at the same time, and Mundasser would add a different speed. And you have to talk about this kid, this kid might just be the main problem for the entire team of Mexico. Melchi Dumane, very, very solid pace, strength, skill, every single thing. So we are looking at 3 to 4 players that possess the same amount of problems, both problems. So that is the way out for Haiti, in my opinion, to get themselves out of a deeper line, because the Mexicans has that ability. But I truly believe this game will be a troublesome one for them. They might concede more than once. Because they are going to struggle to mark these 4 players, because they all possess both that Bonisha and Jody Brown as all of these 4 possess what Bonisha what Jody Brown possesses, and all of them possess what Bonisha possesses as well, but all of them have speed. And we realize that speed and strength really pose the Mexico all sorts of problem. But Mexico might can hold on to the ball and play through midfield. I think the Mexicans will go with everyone else and try themselves to work into the game, because they have learned over the Jamaican game, and I want to think that they're going to go with that. Maybe one change that they made in in the game in the midfield. They might only go with one change this time around, but I truly believe they're going to go with similar players, similar lineup, and everything. And I think they're going to go with the same attitude, because they realize that 80 did struggle from the precise passing, and they are going to have their triangle traps and pressing towards that. So they might believe that that would be good enough to get over the line. And for me, I think it's very, very tough in the end. I think it's very, very tough to call in the end. I want to think that this might turn out to be a drawn game, and I want to say a 2-2 draw, because the last time United States gave up a lot of chances to the Asians, and I want to believe that they are going to have confidence that they can go out and trouble the Mexicans after that display. And at the same time, they had displays of their own weaknesses over the wing center back areas and a goalkeeper. So I think Mexicans will be licking their chops to say that only thing we need to do is to put the ball in the back of the net when we get it inside the box, because we got it over and over against Jamaica, but we just never put it inside the goal. So our ambition should be controlling the ball, take it down inside the box, and put it in the back of the net. Until then, we are not going to win any games if we can't do that, because we get 2 teams that has similar problems, and we should try our best to exploit it. All right. So after that, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What scoreline you have? I am going for the two. I'm sticking with the 2-2 draw in this game. 2-2 draw in this game would leave both of these teams with final days blurry, to say that they have to go into both games to win it in order to go over the next. And if results goes up in both individuals' favor, I think both of them can end up qualify on the final day. So they have to wait on USA to defeat Jamaica, or Jamaica to defeat United States, and then both of them can actually go on and qualify. So a draw would not be a bad result. A win for any one of them would still not be a bad result. Only thing the opponent should not do is lose by too much, because at the end of the day, they would go into the final game with 0 points, and 0 points is still good enough for qualifying at the final part. The only difference, it might not give you full qualification. You will get a half spot finishing third. Remember, the competition stated that 2 teams, the first, second from each group will go through directly to the World Cup, and then having a chance to go straight through to the finals of this competition, and even try and make it to the Olympic spot, which only first and winning the game from second and third place will have a chance to go to the Olympics. Yes, so I said I think it's a 1-1, no, 2-2 draw, and I'm sticking by that. So thanks for listening to me stating out all of my points. Welcome back to the new and improved Imaxit football channel. If you're new, smash the like button. Join us later over the Imaxit channel, where in which we watch both games live, and a marathon of watching Concacaf football getting great again. Peace out, guys. See you in the